Stolte press report. The president who got a report on is Jimmy Carter. He was born in 1922. When he was young, big kids don't choose family or not. He became president in 1946. When he was president, he had 6 people. Here are some things about him, Mom. I learned about him, Mom. He was very logical, and he was a leader. The president I choose to write my report on is Ronald Reagan. He was born 1911. When he was young, his family had little money and played football. He became president in 1981. When he was president, he put the military stronger. He was the governor and he was a sportsman. The president I chose to write a report on is William Grant. He was born April 27, 1822. When he was young, he liked to ride horses. He became president in 1869. When he was president, he established the Memorial National Park Service.
Interesting.
I learned about him. His nickname was Uncle Sam, and he was the only president to get a speeding ticket while riding a horse. The president I chose to write a report on is James A. Garfield. He was born November 19th, 1831. When he was young, he learned how to read at the age of 3. He became president on March 4th, 1881. When he was president, he got shot by one of his supporters. 2 interesting things I learned about him are he could write with both hands at the same time. He could write in Greek with one hand and in Latin with the other hand. The president I chose to write a report on is William H. Taft. He was born 1857, September 15th. When he was young, he liked baseball. He was a big kid. He could not run that fast. He became president in 1909. When he was president, the Titanic hit the iceberg. 2 interesting things I learned about him are he got stuck in the bathtub. He could not run fast. Has a statue in Washington, D.C.
George Washington. The president I chose to take a report on is George Washington. He was born February 22nd, 1732. When he was young, he went to school until he was 15. He became president in 1784. When he was president, he liked math. Two interesting things I learned about him are: he is on Mount Rushmore. He is on the dollar bill.
The president I chose to write a report on is Richard M. Nixon. He was born January 9th, 1913. When he was young, he played football. When he was young, he became president in 1968. When he was president, he went all over the world. Two interesting things I learned about him are: he was part of the Watergate scandal. He was the only one who quit his job. The president that I chose to work on is James Buchanan. He was born on April 23, 1791. When he was young, James went to many schools.
He became president.
He became president in 1857. When he was president, a war began. Two interesting things I learned about him are: he was the 15th president. He was called a Stolte. He was for many from the
north,
but he believed like a southerner. The president I chose to write a report on is William Henry Harrison. He was born February 9th, 1773. When he was young, he wanted to be a doctor. He became president in 1841. When he was president, he died 31 days later. Two interesting things I learned about him are: he was a military officer, and he had 48 grandchildren. The president I choose to write a report on is Theodore Roosevelt. He was born in 1858. When he was young, he had asthma. He had to sleep straight up. He had dizziness, or if he laid down, his coughing would keep him up all night. He became president in 1901 to 1909. When he was president, he was the youngest president with the age of 42. Two interesting things I learned about him are: the teddy bear is named after him. He had asthma as a kid. Jack's president report. The president I chose to write about a report on is Bill Clinton. He was born 8-19-46. When he was young, he liked crossword puzzles, sang and played like saxophone and music. He became president in 1993. When he was president, more than 22 million new jobs created, lowest crime rates, more police. Two interesting things I learned about him are: born in Hope, Arkansas. His dad died 3 months before he was born. Original last name Blythe. Here's the president report. The president I chose to write a report on is Franklin Pierce. He was born November 23, 1804. When he was young, he fought in the Mexican War. He became president in 1853. When he was president, he tried to keep peace between East and South. Two interesting things I learned about him are his nickname is Handsome Frank, and his 11-year-old son died in a train accident. The president I chose a report on is Thomas Jefferson. He was born on April 13th, 1743. When he was young, he rode horses. He became president in 1801 till 1809. When he was president, he wrote the Declaration of Independence. Two interesting things I read about him are his nickname is Red Fox. He was the first to serve French fries. The president I chose to write a report on is George W. Bush. He was born July 6, 1946. When he was young, he liked baseball. He became president in July 20th, 2009. When he was president, lowered taxes. Two interesting facts about him are: he was president in 9/11. He was governor in 1994. The president I chose was Chester A. Arthur. He was born in 1983. When he was young, he took pride his shore of planks. He dumped the school bell in two. He became president in 1881. When he was president, he now believes the politicians should earn federals. Two interesting things I learned about him: because president after Garfield that he lied to play pranks. The president that I chose to write a report about is John F. Kennedy. He was born on May 29, 2019. 1917 in Massachusetts. When he was young, he was in the Navy. He fought in War II. JFK was hurt, but saved his fellow soldiers. He became president in November of 1961. From when he was president, he kept the U.S. from nuclear war that was called the Cuban Missile Crisis. Two interesting things that I learned about him are he fought to unite the American people. John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22, 1963. The president I chose to write my report on is Harry S. Truman. He was born May 8, 1884. When he was young, his father was a farmer. He became president in 1812-1945. When he was president, Japan was attacked by a bomb. Two interesting facts I learned about him are his middle name is F. He was born in Missouri. The person I chose to write a report on is Andrew Johnson. He was born December 29th, 1808. When he was young, he started his own tailoring business. He became president in 1865 after Lincoln was killed. When he was president, he was known as the veto president. Two interesting things I learned about him are first president to be impeached and made his own clothes. The president I chose to write a report on is Miller Fillmore. He was born January 7th, 1820. When he was young, he was poor. He became president 1853. When he was president, he supported slavery. two
Interesting.
things
Uh-huh.
I learned about him were his nickname Lost of
Last of the Whigs.
and he was vice president before he became president.